But Black woman in engineering for decades, right? Take us through the early journey of navigating that space of being really what I would assume is being the only in majority of those rooms.
Yeah. And when you're the only one, you tend to go into rooms and you don't see yourself. And when you're young and inexperienced, you try to make everybody else in the room feel comfortable. You know, showing up trying to make other people feel comfortable was just killing me. It was like 1,000 tiny paper cuts every day that I'm dealing with that made me feel, you know, alone, unseen, and insignificant. And I remember after like sitting with that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show up as authentically me. I don't care. I'm gonna navigate these spaces as authentically as I can, within reason. You know, the rules are different for us. And as soon as I did that, my career changed. But at the same time, I was carrying this weight of what I thought people would think. This is your authentic self. That means I can trust you more. That means I want to hear what you have to say. And so then my career really took off. And so that was like the best thing I ever did, kind of leaning into my authenticity.
I love this quote that you share with me. You cannot become what you don't see.
Yeah, that's a big one for me, especially, you know, you heard my story about growing up in Oxford and not seeing any representation of anyone who looked like me in any place of authority or power. And especially in tech, I truly believe you can't become what you don't see. If you don't see people who look like you at those higher levels, if you don't see people doing jobs that aren't typically supposed to be for Black folks, you just think you can't get there. And so that's what I love most about my journey and having this role is that, you know, I'll go to conferences or speaking engagements, and it's when I see those young Black women in tech, they're like, oh my God, you all exist. Like it'll be me and another colleague or something. Because if you don't see it, you just think it's not for you. And you don't even consciously think that. Right? If you're always in spaces where, you know, your directors and your senior directors and your VPs and your SVPs, whatever, you're just like, well, that's not for me. You're not even consciously thinking it. Because if you don't see anyone who looks like you who can get there, you think, I can't get there. Okay. So I think that's extremely important. And that's what, you know, people always ask me, what do you enjoy the most about, you know, being a tech executive? That part.